Hello, guys. How are we doing? Should have been a little larger. Let's see if I can increase. You know what? I better not mess with it. Keep it the way it is. Anyway, this is Lola. I went to the gym today and I am so relaxed. And I just finished my lunch. I'm doing right now. I'm having my smoothies, vegetable and fruit. And for lunch later, not too late, I prepared me some shrimp and grits, guys. The shrimp, the peppers, the onion, yes. So and I use stone grits. So good. Anyway, of course I practiced social distancing. I had my mask and I got my little headband, and yes, I need this. So today we are gonna be talking about preparing our NCW for sewing. And preparing it means getting the interfacing and all that up there. Now, the interfacing that your instruction states, it states the shapeflex, that's the SF 101. You can use, and that's this. This is much I have left over. I've been using my shapeflex. It's very doable. You press it up there. I've pressed all my pieces already. That's what I've been working on this morning before gym. So on my outer pocket, I did shape flex, the SF 101. Okay. Well, it says outer pocket, but this is the zipper pocket that's going to go inside. So I did the shape flex 101 on it. And then that second piece, we have to cut that in half. So you're going to have these two on the back side. So they're cut out the same, but one has to be cut in half. And then you got your 4 pieces for your lining. That's cut. We got those cut. They do not need to be lined. The only thing interface, I'm sorry. This is the lining. The interfacing needs to go on the 2 outer parts, and the second outer part, you need to cut that in half. And don't forget, you have to have your 2 zippers, and you have to have your zipper tabs. So we got our zipper tabs. I did 2 inches by 1.5. You're going to still cut it down. But anyway, I like to work with the larger zipper tabs. So this is for your inner pocket, 2 zipper inner pockets. We got that together. So if you haven't done it already, if you've already read your instructions and cut out your pattern pieces, of course, you're going to use your ruler and rotary cutter and mat for these, because you got to cut those out according to your size measurements that she gives you. So that's done. Set that aside. Okay, the next thing is the flap. So my flap, this piece here, when you're doing your flap, because I'm doing my flap according to the way I do have a video, talks about an easy way to do the flap instead of cutting and, putting the material around the little skinny thing. I did that. It was okay. Anyway, this is the way you want to do it. And like I said, you make do with what you have. This is just 2 pieces of fusible fleece. I cut out 2 pieces of fusible fleece and I press them together. Of course, the sticky side would be on the fabric, and then the second piece would be sticky side down. So then when you get to your machine, and I'm going to show you this, I'm not going to do this without showing you. It's just so easy and simple. So I did a piece of fusible fleece on one side of the flap, and then I did a piece of SF 101 shape flex on the other side. Okay, so we got that done. And you have to make some decisions if you're going to be doing a swivel lock, turn lock, or you're going to do the magnetic snap. It's a certain way, because if you're going to do the magnetic snap, we have to put that on the lining. I'll discuss that later. And I think I'm going to do this style. This one here is a wristlet. So I got a piece of fusible fleece. I think I cut it at 1.5. Yeah, about 1.5. And you set, and then the fabric piece itself measures about 3.5 inches, 3.5. So what I did was I took a quarter, laid the fusible fleece down. I took a quarter and folded up and pressed it all the way down, quarter. Then I took the other side and put a quarter there, press a quarter there, and fold it like so. Because you're gonna stitch this long end right there, and you're gonna stitch the other long end. Okay, so that's that. Like I said, it's so many different kind of, interfacing. Like I said, I ordered this. When I get this, I do it by default. So this is your decor-bond. And I like the decor-bond where it's two, you get the double portion of the, you can get single, but I like the double because I use a lot of this. And then you got your fusible fleece. Your fusible fleece, this says 987F. I get mine from Joann's Fabric. This Pellon, fusible fleece. And of course, then you got different types of interface. And this is a lightweight. If you don't want to use a decor-bond, you can do the lightweight, medium weight, whatever you want. Let me see if it's lightweight. Hold on. No, it's at mid to heavyweight interfacing. So you can also, I think I put this on my credit card slots. I believe I did. Because I've already got those prepared. So the credit card slots, yes, I did I did the decor-bond with that. So you're going to get those prepared according to her directions. And this is going to have to measure 8. When you prepare, it's going to be a little wonky, I mean, you're going to cut it 8 by this side is going to be 4.5. So you get it prepared 8 by 4.5, and you're going to sew these two together this way. But before you do that, you got to top stitch. We're going to do these things. Okay, we're going to top stitch, and then here's the back. Your back piece for your credit card slot should measure, well, I don't need to get the measurements. Even if I get the measurements, you have to have the pattern to do the rest. This is going to be 8 this way by 8.5. So if you're doing 4.5 by 4.5, and you're going to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance, so it's going to end up 8.5 anyway. And it'll fit perfectly with the back piece, okay? So that's your credit card slot. Yeah, and then don't forget now, when you're doing your credit card slots, you're going to sew down 1, 2, and 3. You're going to fold it because you got to find the middle. You got to find the middle of the credit card slot. And then you're going to put a stitch. Some are back stitching right there. Go in your back stitch right there. Keep going back stitching. You're going to find the middle and you're going to stitch down. Okay? On both sides. Okay? So that's your credit card slot. Now the body of your NCW, I decided to go ahead and use that print, non-directional. I was doing a directional, but I said I'm showing you guys how to do these the best that I can. So I said I'll do a non-directional, and I love this print. It's so pretty. I did a few face masks with this print. So this is your outer piece, and on your outer piece, you're going to have 2 different kind of interfacing. I have the SF101 and then the fusible. Now, when you cut that fusible fleece out, you see, you got to make sure I fold it in half this way and just start trimming it down about 1/4, 2.5, all the way around, and then iron it on. You're going to iron it on because you don't want that bulk in your seam. 1/4 inch all the way around, 1/4 to 1.5, I think. or whatever you feel. You'll get the feel of what you want to do. Also, your lining has the SF101 shapeflex. Now, with your lining, and people are doing this, your instructions tell you to leave an opening at the bottom or whatever. But in your lining, we're going to cut a 6-inch slit because we're going to be pulling our bag right sides out through the lining. So we're going to fold it one and then fold it again. And then we're going to cut we're going to cut 3 inches on this side. It'll be 3 inches on the other side. This is where you're going to, that's right at 3 inches. I am so good. So you're going to be pulling your bag through here. And you know what? When you sew your bag, not bag, your wallet, I'm saying bag. When you sew your wallet and pull it through, when you put everything inside, you're not even going to see that. You're going to seal that up. This right here is not even going to be exposed. So that's that. The next thing is make sure you guys, I was checking Amazon out. They still have these available. This is, go to your zippers. These are 9-inch zippers, and that is the YAKA. That's the company that sells these. They're made in China, of course. But you can get 60 9-inch zippers for $6.99, guys. 20 different colors. The colors, the one that's multicolored, you get 20 different colors. So I've used these. This is what I have left. I've been using my zippers. Okay. And another thing I noticed that I want to bring out, I said I was going to bring out. I noticed my pattern, the one I printed versus the one that's in the pattern. The one that's in the pattern is larger than the one that's printed. And the blocks measure 1.5 right here. Both of them. See, one is a little bigger than the other. And I noticed that when I did my Betty Boo. I did my Betty Boo with this one. And I'm like, this is, wow. Anyway, it worked out. The only thing I have to do with the Betty Boo is put the strap on it, guys. I went on and sewed that. That's why I cut this other one out for you to see. So prepare your NCW with your interfaces. Prepare it to the next step. We're going to be sewing it. We're going to start with the inside zipper pocket. I'm not going to do a back pocket, not for this tutorial. If you want to know how you put a back pocket on, look at my tutorial. It's one out there that I taught or that I have. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe so every time I upload a video, go live, you'll be notified, okay? And if you, any questions are suggested, I mean, I don't have a problem answering any kind of questions. So this baby is going to be ready to sew together. And I'm going to try not to do any sewing on this. I'm sewing something else. I got a lot of other things I'm doing. I'm trying to think about things I want to do for Mother's Day. Okay? So let me see if I cleared up everything I need. Zippers, the pattern. Be careful about your pattern. I have both. And I know the reason why I knew something was wrong because both flaps measure the same. See, they measure the same. Both flaps. The one you print and the one you get in your pattern. Like I said, I ended up with both because I forgot I had ordered the PDF file. And then I thought about it. I had to put my computer in a shop. Someone was trying to take over. Another thing, guys, be careful. I turned my computer off and I turned it back on. This black screen came about, and then there was a pop-up message saying Windows is not activated. Please call this number. Well, I called the number, and it sounded like it was a fax machine. Then I called it again. It was busy, and I thought about it. I said, I have the Geek Squad protection on my computer's, my device. Let me get them involved. So, yeah, there was somebody that was trying to get into my computer system. And what the guy told me at Best Buy is that these are the one I had is just where they just, you know, pop in whenever they can get in. They pop in. So some of these viruses that they're trying to put on your computer, sometimes they just pop in. Because when I left out Saturday, I turned my computer off. I had my computer, I was looking at a movie, turned my computer, decided to turn the computer off. And I got back, I turned it on in the black screen. I'm like, oh my God, because I just bought that computer Christmas time, so I knew it was not damaged or anything. But anyway, I go to pick it up tomorrow and I got my computer back. But make sure you get all your pieces prepared, and we're going to start a sewing tomorrow. Okay? We're going to start with the inside zipper pocket. For some reason, I like to start there because I've already got my card slot prepared to sew that. So we're going to do the zipper pocket. It takes a little bit more time to do the zipper pocket. I like to get that stuff out of the way. So, and when you're working on that NCW wallet clutch, you're going to be doing like your zipper pocket, your prepare it, put that aside. Your checkbook slot, credit card slot. I don't know why I say checkbook, credit card slot, put that aside. Your flap. So it's different components to constructing the NCW. So we're going to be working on that tomorrow. We're going to try to get it done. We can see if we're able to get it done. Okay. And if not, I'll just make a video. We will finish this together, guys. Okay. So I think that's all I have to say. I am so relaxed. I went to the gym today. Yes, Lola did the gym, and I'm proud of myself. I really worked out today. Got these legs and thighs and knees moving. This heart elevated, and I'm ready to relax. Of course, I do have some little sewing to do on some other things. So I'm going to see you guys. If I don't do the live to sew tomorrow, I'll upload a video where it shows you step by step. But I think I'm going to do live. I prefer to do it that way. Okay? You guys have a nice one, and I'll be ready to get the sewing done on our NCW. Okay? Have a nice one. Bye-bye.